You told me to shut your mouth.
You better know the price, okay?
mad 'cause
I
I
pick
wanna
up the
go
fish,
to the
the tail
price.
fish, and the head fish.
Bro, don't
Sure, you
stare
know
at
the
me.
price. You know to waste your time. She throw the money like this. Look at her. She did. Are supposed to be serviced like that?
Fucking crazy.
No, get him here. You don't understand what my ancestors are.
Discover the gripping moments when Karens confront law enforcement captured on body cams. What drives these encounters? How do officers handle these situations? Explore the intensity and drama as these interactions unfold in 10 revealing clips. Number 1. Carmen Mata's chaotic encounter with the law. Let's rewind to June 2017 in Long Beach, California. Carmen Mata had a bit too much to drink and thought it would be a brilliant idea to cause chaos at an intersection. She started blocking cars and even jumped on a few for good measure. When the cops showed up, things got even crazier. Mata decided to take on the law, throwing verbal punches left and right. As cars rolled by, she danced around the officers, but eventually the law caught up with her. After a wild scuffle, they managed to take her down and slap the cuffs on her. But even then, Mata wasn't done. She kept on insulting the officers until backup arrived. Unsurprisingly, Mata found herself facing a slew of charges, including resisting arrest. Number 2. Drunken chaos in Troy, Michigan. In November 2018, police in Troy, Michigan responded to a call involving an intoxicated individual named Sylvia Varellin. Varellin had caused a disturbance at her boyfriend's house, refusing to leave and taking jewelry that belonged to his late mother. When the police arrived, Varellin engaged in physical and verbal altercation with them. She bit, kicked, and punched the officers during the struggle. Despite her aggressive behavior, the officers managed to arrest her. However, Varellin continued her disruptive behavior even at the station, requesting the officers to remove a piece of hair from her face, which they rightfully refused. Later, at the hospital, it was revealed that Varellin had swallowed a pair of earrings she had stolen. The incident showcases the challenges faced by law enforcement officers when dealing with individuals under the influence of alcohol and exhibiting unruly behavior. Number 3. Taxi fare turned violent. In December 2016, a Taiwanese securities broker named Dina Hawang Chang caused a scene in Singapore after refusing to pay her taxi fare due to intoxication. Upon reaching her destination, Chang attacked the taxi driver, Chang Chek Wei, after he held onto her bag while calling for help. The situation escalated further when Chang bit and struck a security guard after entering a restaurant to complain about the driver. Despite her aggressive behavior, Chang fell asleep outside the restaurant where she was later apprehended by the police. In 2018, Chang was sentenced to 3 weeks in jail and fined 1,000 Singapore dollars for her violent actions. This incident highlights the consequences of aggressive behavior under the influence of alcohol and the importance of maintaining civility, especially in public spaces. Number 4. Hostility at Harrods. Amid the pandemic in June 2021, a group of women caused a disturbance at the luxury shop Harrods in London, England, for refusing to wear masks inside. The women became hostile and physically aggressive towards the security guards escorting them out of the store. Despite attempts to calm the situation, one of the women spat at a guard before attempting to flee. However, she was swiftly restrained by the guards until the police arrived to arrest her. This incident underscores the tensions that arose during the pandemic regarding mask mandates and the importance of respecting guidelines set by establishments to ensure public safety. Number 5. Mace Maniac. In July 2020, the Idaho State Police had a run-in with 21-year-old Karina Weymouth Bell on the busy I-84. Reports flooded in about a driver swerving recklessly through traffic. When the trooper flagged her down, things took a wild turn. Instead of cooperating, Bell, seemingly unashamed, erupted into a fit of rage. She leapt out of her car, brandishing a can of mace at the trooper, who quickly sought shelter behind his door. Undeterred, Bell aggressively approached, forcing the trooper to use a taser to subdue her before slapping on the handcuffs. Bell's antics didn't end there. After being taken to the hospital for assessment, she faced a slew of charges, including eluding law enforcement, possessing marijuana, and assaulting an officer. Currently cooling her heels in Ada County Jail, Bell faces 6 charges, including 2 felonies for her reckless escapade on the highway. Number 6. Cuffed Karen. In March 2015, Officer Jason Charest thought he had an easy arrest in Kingston, New York. Responding to reports of unruly behavior at Snapper McGee's bar, he found Virginia Valdez causing a ruckus. However, what seemed like a routine bust turned into a struggle. Despite being handcuffed and placed in the patrol car, Valdez managed to slip out of her restraints and strike Officer Charest with the cuffs before attempting to flee. Even during transport, she continued her bid for freedom, slipping out of her handcuffs again. Valdez's hostility didn't end there. She refused to cooperate with booking procedures, fought with officers, and even attempted to provide false identification. Despite her efforts, she found herself behind bars, facing charges for her assault on law enforcement. Number 7. Juice Joust. April 2023 saw chaos at Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport when Micaiah Coleman's apple juice became the center of a violent altercation with TSA agents. Angered by having her juice confiscated during security screening, Coleman launched into a frenzy. Ignoring attempts to restrain her, Coleman climbed onto a table and attacked security staff, causing enough chaos to shut down the checkpoint. Phoenix police were called in to quell the disturbance, but not before Coleman had inflicted injuries on officers. In a violent outburst, Coleman elbowed an officer, causing a concussion, ripped clothing, punched, and even bit other agents before finally being detained. Facing a laundry list of charges, including assaulting an officer, Coleman's airport tantrum landed her in hot water. Number 8. Extinguisher Injustice. In January 2023, Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport became the scene of Jennifer K. Holder's dramatic outburst. Attempting to enter a secured area, Holder grabbed a fire extinguisher and went on a rampage, coating bystanders and security personnel in foam. The chaos escalated as innocent travelers found themselves caught in the crossfire, requiring medical attention for respiratory issues caused by the foam. Even law enforcement officers who arrived to quell the disturbance weren't spared from Holder's assault as she kicked, spat, and fought against arrest. Charged with battery and obstructing law enforcement, Holder's airport escapade left a trail of disruption and chaos, earning her a spot in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. Number 9. Sucker Punch. In May 2017, Officer Patrick Cutler's routine traffic stop in Lincoln Park, Michigan, took a chaotic turn. It all started with a simple expired license, nothing unusual for a traffic stop, or so he thought. The driver unfortunately didn't have a valid license, and Officer Cutler moved to arrest her, but then things spiraled out of control. Kristen Campbell, the passenger, had other ideas. She unleashed a barrage of verbal abuse on Officer Cutler, escalating the situation from zero to chaotic in seconds. As Officer Cutler attempted to deal with the escalating confrontation, Campbell's defiance reached a peak. Dashcam footage captured the shocking moment when Campbell, without warning, spun around and delivered a sucker punch straight to Officer Cutler's face. The impact left Officer Cutler with a black eye, but that wasn't the end of the struggle. Despite efforts to restrain her, Campbell continued to resist arrest. In a desperate attempt to subdue her, Officer Cutler resorted to using his taser 3 times. It took the combined efforts of Officer Cutler and a bystander to finally restrain Campbell and bring the chaotic ordeal to an end. Campbell spent 2 days in jail for her actions and later apologized, expressing disbelief at her own behavior. "I don't know what came over me," she admitted, reflecting on the shocking incident that unfolded during what was supposed to be a routine traffic stop. Number 10. Roadside Rumble. In July 2019, something wild went down in Cache, Oklahoma. Deborah Hamill was cruising in her truck when a cop pulled her over for a broken taillight. That taillight had been busted for 6 months. The officer slapped her with a $1.80 fine, but Hamill wasn't having it. She argued, "Hey, why no warning for driving around like this for half a year?" But things took a crazy turn when the officer tried to slap cuffs on the 65-year-old. Hamill wasn't about to let that happen. She hit the gas and made a run for it. The cop wasn't having any of it, though. He chased her down and, after a struggle, managed to drag her out of the truck. But Hamill wasn't going down without a fight. She gave the officer a swift kick where it really hurts, if you catch my drift. Yep, right in the crotch. Ouch. After the dust settled and emotions cooled off, the cop asked Hamill why she put up such a fight. Her response? "Because I'm a country girl, that's why." Fast forward to 2020, and Hamill found herself in some hot water. She pleaded guilty to a bunch of charges and got hit with a 4-year deferred sentence, along with some hefty fines. In each of these incidents, individuals displayed aggressive behavior towards authority figures, ranging from law enforcement officers to security guards, escalating situations that could have been resolved peacefully. These instances serve as reminders of the challenges faced by those tasked with maintaining order and safety in society. Do share your opinions in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more latest updates. Until next time, bye.